With it right here with who I started with, be something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, 8 Central Coast mob and suicide. Always arsonists. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right. And we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube. We're live on Chicano Street, the Razas channel, the People's channel. Here's where Chicanos come and hang at. And everyone else is definitely also invited. Because everyone grew up with the Chicano. Just let's keep that a buck. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Gracias. All the day wonders again. You know who you are, the day zeroers. Gracias to everyone inside the members only. The members only is the backbone of the community. They're enjoying content creator series of fighting 3 and much more perks. The members only, something 99. Are you out of your mind? I appreciate you, members only. And then again, the very few. That's a trip that we're in California and there's very few Chicano channels and Chicano pages. You know who you are. I appreciate you more than you know. That's right. All right, gracias to everyone that's already tapping in. Guarolita, I see you, my boy. Big Puppet, I see you, carnal. Big Puppet. You know it's a trip, Big Puppet, my brother Cecil. Someone called me. They're selling 2 buildings down in Chinatown. And I went down there, cabron. I had to go look at the buildings and everything and flashing back, cabron, flashing back. But I appreciate you, Big Puppet. And of course, on Whole Lifer, that's right, my boy. That's right. So this situation that happened a few days ago, I'm gonna go ahead and comment on there. You know, I know a lot of pages. They're going ride the wave, right? I actually take that as a form of compliment. Like if I bring up a topic no one is talking about, and then it spreads like a wildfire. Well, hey, well, to each his own. You're welcome. You know, I just gave you some content cover on this, but I'm gonna stop by, swing by, see Moms right now. Make sure Moms is shining like a mirror. Uh, and then keep it pushing about my day, man. I went to the La Compañía de Título. That's my favorite place. That's my favorite place porque ahí escriben los cheques, cabrones. So that's right, you guys. So let's talk about this situation that happened on a New York subway. Okay, between I believe it was a 30-something or 30-something year old man and a 24-year-old man. So, and then we'll talk about, does this affect the raza? Does it even matter? Does it even affect us and matter to us? Not that it doesn't matter, but does it matter to us? Because we're not trying to get in fires that we didn't start. Okay, let's keep that up. That's right. I appreciate you, Maxine. That's right, Weddolita, my boy. I appreciate you. Sample Life for day one in here, man. I appreciate you, carnal, man. Feliz Navidad. Blessings to you and to the familia. Bro, I couldn't believe that I seen the food community with that little. I don't want to digress. I already did a live about this, but bro, the internet's a trip, man. They'll caption something like that, disrespecting La Raza's faith for views. That's crazy. I thought I seen lows on YouTube. Shit, I never thought I ever hear on YouTube in my life. I was hearing on YouTube, and I'm like, whoa, what the? But a new low is disrespecting someone's faith so you can give views. That's a new low. But anyways, I don't want to digress. The situation happened in New York. It happened on a subway. Okay. Again, the 30-something-year-old individual, he pretty much had a jacket for disturbances on the subway. Like last year, he broke an older lady's orbital bone. So he punched the lady so hard in the eye that it broke her orbital bone. And then before that, it was a guy, he broke his nose. And so, and the same subway where this situation happened. So there's already a track record there, right? We're looking at this the way it should be looked at, not by skin color, not by anything that you would call a protected class. Because I think there's 7 protected classes in California. That means If you do something against these protected classes, there's an enhancement on your charge. That means now they'll say it's a hate crime or they'll call it whatever, right? Because you looked at it like a lot of people look at it, not a lot, but some, through skin color. Skin color matters. To me, what matters is the facts. So he had those two incidences, but had about 40 reported, someone said 42, I don't know which number, documented instances. And I just told you two. So again, there's mental health issues definitely involved because he was on this list in New York. And if my audio drops off, gente, do me a favor and just comment no audio, because I'm in motion right now. You know how it is. I'm in motion. So okay. In the last 7 years, 40 instances. So he stepped on the subway this day. Again, 40 instances in the subways, around the subways. People in New York, I mean, the subways are kind of like it attracts people. People have to use the subway to keep it pushing, like transit systems here in California, the buses. But also it attracts homeless when people sleep. And I don't know what else because I never been to New York, and I never been on a New York subway, so I wouldn't know. I'm just giving you from what I learned, what I've gathered. So at this point, though, I will interject this. Notice it took me this long to interject this. At this point, I will make this point. He was an Africano. Okay, so he's from the black community. Okay, so the other guy is a Marine, ex-Marine. Um, and I think his name was something. I can't remember his name, but I remember he was 24 years old. So the guy comes on the subway bus and he starts shouting. Okay, again, there's documented mental health issues. He's on a top 50 list they have in New York. A top 50 list for homeless. Um, I don't know if if the list was for mental health reasons. Um, I don't know if it was for, substance abuse reasons or be on the lookout reasons because he's an habitual offender. I don't know what kind of list it is. I'm going to be a buck with you, but it was a top 50 list, and for sure it pertained to homeless. So he was already on that list. I don't know if it's a list of agitators. I don't know. Okay, so don't ask. He got on the bus the subway that day, and he started shouting and screaming. He started shouting and screaming, "Va matar." He started shouting and screaming, "Va matar alguien." I say that in Spanish, because YouTube don't want to knock the stream down. Va matar alguien. He said it. He said it in English. I just translated it. That he doesn't care about going to prison. He's gonna hurt somebody, and he's just shouting this thing. So, maybe what's going on in the head, it's just another day to him. It could be normal. He's just going in there, he's shouting, everyone's looking at him. We've seen these episodes. A lot of society is already, sensitive to that. That means if you're in a store and you see someone talking to himself, that ain't gonna trip you out no more. That ain't gonna trip you out no more. Because mental health now has brought un chingo de awareness for like at least the last dozen years with all those tiroteos that they had at the schools. Mental health got to the forefront, right? Where you see even professional athletes now will cite it, and I don't have a problem with it. I know it's very real. Again, people talking to himself. How's that normal? People shouting, yelling, dangerous things too. They're gonna harm people. That's pretty normal. And I know it's fucked up that it should be, but it is, right? So he jumps on the subway, this individual, and he starts shouting. He doesn't care. He's gonna hurt someone. He doesn't care about going to prison the rest of his life. Certain things were written down, and I seen some videos where they even got interviews from the witnesses. There was a lot of witnesses, a lot. So I saw a couple interviews. This is what he was yelling, right? Again, mental health issues. Okay. So the guy, so he ends up getting a little bit more confrontational. Let's say walking up to people. confrontational, walking up to people. That is another level because I just told you guys we're used to it. I mean, we should be used to it by now in society. Mental health is very real. But you know, it's and so we accept it. It's nothing new. It's just like seeing a special need child. You know, what's the shock? You know, what I mean, there's what's the surprise now? It's 2024. So he goes up to someone, and this the 24-year-old Marines right there. And when he thinks he's gonna put his hands on the guy, because again he's yelling and shouting and walking up on people, the guy grabs him and puts him in a lock, some kind of lock. Now I did see people were saying choking, choking, choking. Again, you kind of know where I'm going with this. You kind of know where I'm going with this. There's the news is spinning it a certain way, and then you had press conferences from people. I believe the media father spoke, which again, it's a horrible tragedy. The father spoke and some of the family spoke. So basically, that lock that he had on him was at least, he said, between stop to stop, it was a couple minutes. And he recently, so the young man had underlying condition, the other man had underlying conditions, was okay after the restraining that happened to him. Again, I'm just telling you exactly how I see it, man. Get mad at me and shit. I didn't do shit on the West Coast driving. What the hell did I do? I need a Jamba Juice. That's what I need. Um, he restrained him. So after that, um, unfortunately, he passed. Unfortunately, tragically, he passed. I say tragically because when is it ever okay for someone to pass away? Like when, you know. But anyways, you want to side with the white boy? Damn, that sounds like he's saying that in the county jail, just ready to get off and shit, right in front of the pinchy TV, man. Well, let's just go handle it, man. Let's go to the showers way. Fuck it, let's just run it. You know what I mean? No, so let me get back to my story. But I now that I barely get in the comments, you guys are commenting. I appreciate you guys, man. So the I didn't mention that, but you mentioned that. So now I will mention it since you wanted to mention that the 24-year-old he's a Caucasian guy. He's a white guy. So he had him boom and then let him go, whatever. Fortunately, he passed, right? Autopsy's going to reveal what it's going to reveal. Just like in the other case, the autopsy came out. I mean, no one wanted to mitigate the fact that there's heavy substances in the system. No one wants to hear that, man. When someone passes away, all you want to hear is the person's an angel. Let's keep this a buck, man. Let's keep this $1. Okay? I've seen it right here in Salinas. My baby, my baby. And the baby went out with an AK-47, spraying everybody. But you know, he's perfect. But I'll hold. Anyways, no. So he had him in the hole, let him go. He passed. The dad made a statement. And you know, the dad has every right to say whatever he wants to say. Whatever he wants to say. Now, pundits, this is what I'm saying. There's two sides to every coin, right? There's pundits that say it's unfortunate. He was targeted. He was singled out. Something needs to be done. People need to be fired. People need to be investigated. That's one count. That's one count. Respectfully. And again, it's a horrible tragedy. We're speaking after the fact to hopefully bring some awareness so the shit doesn't happen again. But will it happen? It's always going to happen. It happens every second of the day. You can talk about this every second of the day with the billions of people around the world, whether it's happening locally or around the world. Everything happens every second of the day. We just talk about it in this time. And there's another camp that says, but what about the aggressive nature? What about the need to restrain? What about the numerous times breaking people's noses, breaking people's eyes, etc.? Right? They're throwing the whole jacket. They're gonna grab the jacket and throw everything. They're not going to throw just the sleeve of the jacket. They're going to grab the whole chingadera and throw the whole chamarra. Boom. And the other camp is saying, what about the jacket? Now it's curious that we say this now. It's 2024. Okay, it's 2024. The Menendez brothers are currently, even though it's a little bit of limbo, they got a new district attorney down there. The Menendez brothers are currently in a very similar situation when it comes to the Menendez brothers want you and me to rely on the backstory, not the crime, the backstory. It's very interesting, man. Matter of fact, that güera that they had in the series, the Menendez brothers, she was a badass lawyer. Robert Shapiro, they fired Robert Shapiro. We're digressing now. I guess we're digressing. It's going to be on maybe another 10, 15 minutes though. They fired Robert Shapiro, man. Un chingón, badass, high level, high profile attorney. Because they didn't like his angle, his approach, which was, well, we gotta, public image. We gotta go in on the public image. You guys need to look like this and this and this and that. And the badass Weta lawyer was like, no, 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 no. We don't just stand on the defense and to receive shit. We fight. We need to be on the offense. So when they interviewed her in their living room, I think it's like 9 episodes only. It was crazy too. It's 18 and up. Okay, that's not no Netflix for the kids. Don't put that shit on for the kids, man. That show is 18 and over. I like her. She was very tenacious, man. I like people that are confident, and I like people that are driver personalities, and they're tenacious. I like driver personalities because they don't waste my time. When you realize what a driver personality is, you realize most people are amiable and just like, you're wasting my time, man. My heart is beating, breath is coming in my lungs, and every single one it's a waste of time. So get straight to it. So I like her. Anyways, I digress. Frank Neely's in the casa. Y'all scary. You're speaking to a pinchy channel that has a fucking fight competition. Did you know that? Frank Neely, I'm not disrespecting. If I curse in that, my bad, The Chicano comes out. My bad. You're speaking to someone that has a series of fighting platforms. So scary is something we're not. My bad. Let me just hold on a second. Yeah, so scary is something we're not. Name me another YouTube channel that has like a UFC fucking company. I said like. I didn't say it was. You know, the colors are the logo colors are pretty similar, right? I saw the designer design it and he killed it, man. He killed it. So name me another company that got that Frank Nitty, because every other YouTuber just yip yaps. But not this YouTuber. We just call it Friendly Fade Friday. And I'm very accessible. I'm around town like I am right now all day long. Easy to find, man. Easy to find. Let me know. Ace is in the casa. I send mine right back to you, my boy. That's okay. Let's get back to that. So people got an opinion about that because there's two different camps. Some people are saying it was targeted. Skin colors involved. Does it involve brown skin? It doesn't. So maybe just get that out of the way. Is that the raza is not getting involved in something that is not raza. That means neither side. So we don't have a seat at the table. It's a different situation, but it's a repeat situation of like 4 years ago. And some people say, no, the backstory. You're not looking at the backstory. Okay. So mitigate the backstory, or do we just look at the crimes that were done? We're just talking about the Menendez brothers. They're riding on the backstory, not the crime, because the crime that took place was very horrific, gory. It was just, it was horrendous, man. I heard that house was splattered in blood. Splattered. Wall to walls. splattered in blood. So crazy shit. So how much do you put on that? Remember there was another movie with Robert De Niro. You guys got to go see this movie. It's called 15 Minutes. 15 minutos. 15 minutes with Robert De Niro. That when that movie came out, that brought awareness to this kind of criminal defense tactic. The criminal defense tactic, that is not my fault why I blew his brains out. I think that movie brought awareness to that. 100. 100. Hold on, Anthony. I need some alpha brain. Alpha brain. Joe Rogan should send a check. No, they ain't gonna look at me. They probably ain't gonna look at me until I get to 100K. It's all good. We'll get there. Alpha brain. Hold on, Anthony. Much love to the Raza. Yeah, that's right, my boy. That's right. Whether you see us bumping heads online or not, hey, the Raza's prospering, man. It's a beautiful day. In months, taxes are going to start going down in months. Interest rates going to start going down in months. We're going to pay $2 gasoline again. Mark my words. Just mark my words. That's what benefits the Raza. But oh, that's right, Saint God. Appreciate you, my boy. So let's get back to it. Again, 30-something-year-old man, 24-year-old Marine. Ride they're pushing it that it's a race thing. What do you think? Is the race camp right? Was this some kind of premeditated attack by a vigilante dude whose social media has all kinds of red flags? Well, I mean, doesn't look like it. I think if that was the case, we would already knew. And then the other camp that's saying, okay, take the skin color out of it and just base it on the facts and don't go for any other angles. I mean, you're not going to stop people from suing, man. People nowadays are lawsuit happy. I'll tell you what, and I know there's funny memes about it, you know what I mean? There's funny memes about it. But people are lawsuit happy. When I get it, I mean, I get it, trying to get a check, right? But that's a quick check, right? Trying to get a quick check. I won't knock you. I came from the generation where, like in the Corcoran shoe fights, you're in the Corcoran shoe fights. They're setting up fights every single day, but you're under a code where it don't matter even if it's the one time. You're not telling on them. You're not telling on anybody. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Ever. You're not telling on anybody. And nowadays, maybe someone will be like, oh, yeah, I got this pinchy deputy. And, I'm going to get a lawyer on the outs and see if I can get the retirement check to come in. I ain't hating on it. I don't have a hating bone in my body. Let's get that straight. Corridor security, Mike stands on business. Bro, I ain't trying to get, I'm not aggressive way, or if you mean like that, I know people want to see me. I am going to run a friendly fade, I'm telling you. And then maybe it'll turn into more than one. I think I'm going to run the fade with? This cabron's been messaging me, man. Iron Tiger. If you want all that smoke you said, my boy, then I think let's do a friendly fade. My birthday's coming up in January on the 14th. Let's run it, man. Let's run it on my birthday. Meet me at the gym, Iron Tiger. It's a friendly fade for YouTube. It just we'll fill the gaps in with friendly fades. Let's do that. But no, standing on business, that's different, man. I respect people that do that because they're pushing a line, man. They're pushing a politics. They're pushing different things. That's, to me, that's standing on business. Being out here in the pinchy free world and knowing how to conduct yourself, that's just being a man in general. In general. Jump in the, you know what I do about this time. The Jamba Juice. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm going to try to put this audio back up. It's a little falling off every time I drive, so Give me a second. Give me a second. Testing 1, 2. All right, hear me. I said, hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, yeah, you can still hear me. Okay, cool. You can tell the difference, like, turn the mics, anyone that's looking for mobile mics, these are the best mics. They're newer. Neuwer. Newer. It's a Chinese company, but man, they got good mics. They come with a great case. They're rechargeable inside the case. You don't need Bluetooth. You don't need wires. There's no wires. Newer CM28. That's the one. All right, that's right. All good, my man. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Someone in the chat, right? And he kept messaging me, and I was just ignoring the DMs. I got to keep it a buck. If you're hearing this now, I was ignoring the DMs. Come on, you know what I mean? I can't do everything at once. I can't watch the fight and fight at the same time. But I think he wants that. If he still wants that, get a hold of me. Hey, with that large PB, give me extra. Right? You know, being way. Can you get the number? 831. 206. All right. Okay. My bad, gente. It did go mute. My bad. But I was inside of the Jamba Juice. It probably was the connection, man. That's right. We got Marvelous Minds. I send mine. All due respect, carnal. Someone sent me a clip. Man, te digo, man. This dude, Alvin, he's trying to spin another narrative. Cabrón. Again, it's all YouTube shit, right? You got triple OGs dancing for on TikTok, man. That's crazy, man. They done sold himself for views and shit. But anyways, if you want to hear the cheese, man, it's all cheese, man. Marvelous Minds. But I send mines, my boy. I'm not mute no more. I'm back, cabrones. Happened to get caught slipping. So the dude just happened to get caught slipping on the wrong side of the tracks, out of bounds, outnumbered, yelling all that nonsense. What would Jesus do? That's the popular saying, right? That's the popular saying, huh? Um, I don't know if it's caught slipping. I know what you mean. That's you're talking street shit, right? Street slang. I get it. But the dude was being loud in a subway, and he already had there was just a history of it. Again, nothing I'm gonna say is deserving of being unalived, so it don't matter. Let's just set that principle and cement. Okay, people spin shit and think I'm saying shit because the internet is wild, man. You won't say something. Mi hermano Marvelous knows it. You won't say something, and the fucking internet will make a video about you and caption it that. And people don't even want to watch the video; they just want to read the caption and believe it. But I'll hold. With what? I told him a double shot. Actually, I told him a double shot. Yeah, you don't want to eat soy, bro. We don't men. You want the killer of testosterone or one of? Let's just say one of is soy. La pinche comida china, man. and the raza wants to go eat comida china when that's like soy based, but there's so many other soy based products. I appreciate it. Thank you much. Thank you. Even got room service over here. I'm at the mess outside. She brings it to me. Good looking out, man. I'm literally like I could walk to the office from here, so they already know me. I'm on the south side. The south side's calmado, man. It's calmado. No sirens over here. No red and blue lights. No sirens over here on the south side. Shout out to the south side, Selena. Mm. Todo bien. That's right, my boy. Appreciate. Okay, let's keep it pushing then. Well, you know what? Let me this one. And then remember, we got a special guest tonight. So Kyle to Chicano Street, you guys. We're gonna be on at 7 o'clock. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna grab a beer on this one. This one I'm gonna have to grab a beer. I'm gonna have to grab a beer. Maybe I'm gonna grab shit. Maybe I'll grab the pancho. I might even grab the tejana tonight. I'm in that kind of mood, man. Las fiestas are going on in Jalisco, where my mom's from. I think I'm gonna grab the tejana tonight, man. That was fire. Double waist shot. That's right, my boy. That's right. Anyways, all right, let's keep it pushing. No, I'm not. Wait, because if I was, I would have gotten the phone call for when they wanted to boot Pocho off the food community. If I was on the commission, I would have gotten the phone call for that, and I would have totally disagreed with that move. Hell, he's got a bird tattoo on his leg. Well, so what? Yeah, but bird tattoo pinche cara doesn't matter. It's like that's what people don't. The man shit. Oh, way, way, way. That's double way. That's right. I'm gonna tell him to change it, man, from whey protein. I'm gonna tell him to put GUEY. Even though some people spell it different, but that's how that's it's because it's a baby vaca. That's the definition of it. If you be technical, it's a baby becerro. But anyways, who's next on the content creator series of fighting them? Man, I'm excited, man. So it's gonna be like $500, bro, to advertise. It's gonna be like $500 to advertise, and I think that's just on TikTok. So we're gonna put some money into it. It takes money to make money. It does. That's why people sacrifice living on the floor, living with their parents still after so many years, just to grind. And then when they're living their best life, it pays off, man. It pays off. So who's next? I'm looking to get new blood, and I'm looking for other social media platforms to get in there. I'm looking for IG influencers. I'm looking for TikTok influencers. And of course, we're always going to be on YouTube because those are our roots, right? We started banging on YouTube because the razas on YouTube in every state, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Colorado. Now Colorado's on the map. They have the heavyweight champ. I'm excited about that, man. So anyway, so those that tuned in for the Jordan story in New York, it's a tragedy, and people are running with it right now with all kinds of different things. The raza shouldn't get brought into shit, so we ain't starting no wars. We ain't getting involved on none of that. And objectively, you could drop your opinion anytime during the live, whether you agreed. Because some people are like, they're still on the NWA 1980s F the police tip. Some people, not everyone, but some people. You can tell, right? They're 16 years old when they started banging that, and they 56 years old now, and they're still saying F the police. I get it. Okay, that's one thing. And then there's other people that say, no, we back the blue. We back the blue because Law and Order came on during the cowboy days, and before before there was law and order, it was only the strong survive. Only the strong survive is like, remember that movie Cold Mountain when they had the Civil Guerra, North and South, the Civil War, where there was most of the villages, there was no men. There was no men. And the women were with the children by themselves. They were hanging out with the women to women hanging out, comadreando and shit, right? And only the strong survive. Men would come by and horrible things would happen. Bad things would happen. So that's why I'm saying that's what law and order brought. Again, I know. Some people have brought up things on my show. I had a brown beret, and he brought up that the PD was founded by what was initially a slave recovery task force. He said that. I can't confirm that, nor can I deny that. But that's what he said. So that's how people are seeing this situation through the lens. Back the blue or defund the police. I guess that's it. That's gonna summarize it in a nutshell, right? Content creators here. So TikTokers, my boy, people want to see you on the undercard. I don't know if Salinas is close to you or not. I am mobile. This last time I had to go and I had to drive, man. And maybe I'll be addressing that because there has been a resolution to that. And it's actually not all the way closed neither. So I think I might address that too. The only reason I would do it is because it does need to set an example on how business should be run. I know it's gonna be the biggest cheese, man. Once I lay it out there and shit. Maybe that'll happen tonight if you guys tune in. I'll lay it out there how we had a resolution, a breach, and everything else for transparency. Transparency for strangers and shit. Oh man, that's funny as hell, man. No, but to set an example, yeah, I probably would. To set an example, just so people go, oh, okay, no puedo hacer eso, way. Yeah, and there's no courtesies, man. Not when that kind of shit gets done. Oh, I didn't mean. Yeah, a lot of people, there's people doing it in life all day long for I didn't mean. Squeeze the trigger, knock off the armored truck. I get it. Dia de la Virgen Morena's tomorrow. My, just reminded me of Blood In, Blood Out. Miklo, he got out of 5 Puntos, the liquor store. He bought some tamales or tacos or something, right? Scheduled a haircut. He seen a homie inside of there, the barber. He hadn't seen him in maybe 18 months or he moved out with his dad, right? And then he stops in front of the Virgen and the little Mexican pinche bandolino, the little guitar. Oh, man. Se persina también. So when I started dating my wife, I don't do it no more. But I would drive by the church and I would always me persinaba, way. Like boom, 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 boom. Hit the 4 puntos. Up, down, left, right. Playing Nintendo and Contra and shit. Up, down, left, right. And that's what Miklo did. He just reminded me of that. But tomorrow, it's a beautiful thing. Again, talking about agreeing with beliefs and all that, that's fine. We talk about that and with respect. Cool. Okay. You know. But yeah, I know the 12th is the main day. And actually, Chente's birthday is coming up. Wait. Damn, man. Someone needs to check that. Chente's birthday is coming up. I couldn't believe how it didn't hit the raza like it hit me when Chente passed away. I was looking at the raza and it was like, it's another day. Well, I'm not talking. No, you know what? I take that back. Not the raza. I'm not talking about like the hardworking blue collar raza, with muddy boots in the fields, the field. I'm not talking about them. Those are my hardworking blue collar raza, right? They felt it. That fucking same day, it got reported that Vicente Fernandez passed away. The liquor stores got emptied. absolutely cleared the shelf. I might do a mix, man. I have to maybe jump on the DJ board and do an all chente mix. I did one for moms. Whoo, chingao. It's a bad one, gente. It's a bad one. I did one for moms that's an hour and 45 minutes, pure chente. It's on YouTube. What you got to do is get the premium, $8.99 a month, so you could play it while the phone is off, and then you could watch videos without ads. It's only $10, gente. Less than $10. It's like like joining my members only. You know, less. It's not gonna break the bank. But yeah, maybe I'll just wrap it up tonight with the whole thing that happened. I know it's been off, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just talk with Raskizi, man, and see if Raskizi wants to put it out there. I really don't have the time. I'd rather drink a beer tonight with a guest. It's gonna be good tonight. We're gonna drink a beer tonight. It's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna talk about Mexico. Y los que ofenden, pues que ofendan. La Virgen solo creen los católicos. Can't deny that the Catholic faith is the raza's faith. Let's say 70%, 80%. But what if you count the raza, including the raza that's built, that's on the U.S. side? I don't want to say over the border because we know the border crossed us. Okay, okay. But including all of it, I mean, it's still La Virgen way. You know? Next thing you know, fucking food community is going to want to blast La Virgen. It wouldn't surprise me. They already blasted the Lord. What's next? You know what I mean? Go ahead and do that, man. Someone commented. I forgot who it is. I don't know who's running the page now. I don't know who's running the page now. But someone commented, and even the reply was wrong. When I went back to see it a fourth time, I'm like, this is what happens when you want things to be a certain way, but the facts don't back it up. Oh man, that's crazy, man. So, no, maybe it's not only Católicos that believe in the Virgen. A lot of people are saying it's just a replica of other faiths that have a woman always in the deity or close under the deity or close to it. And I can get that too. I can get that too. But am I gonna knock it? No, absolutely not. No soy pendejo, man. People knock it. It's the internet though. They get keyboard balls. Keyboard balls is let me type it this shit right here and it's gonna fucking go in and boom, I'm gonna blow something up. Or hopefully cause something visible. That's what the trolls want. Ace 100, my boy. That's right. Denver made. That's right. Ace 100 and Mile High Hustle. Why did that just cross my mind? Mike, I got a question. How to start a YouTube video channel. You'll have to, bro. You're going to have to do it on a laptop. You ain't going to do it on your phone. You can shoot videos on your phone. Everything has to be laptop and PC based. And so what you would do is go to your Google browser because everything is linked to Google. This is el cerebro, or what some people call Big Brother. They want all your information supposedly to make your life easier. But a lot of people know, no, they just want your information because it's all hooked up to like some kind of matrix. And I don't want to go deep on that. The wifey watches a lot of podcasts about that with frequencies, vibrations, simulations, all that other stuff. But anyways, you got to go on a laptop, go to your Google browser, go to the upper right side where there's like 9 little gray dots. Hit that little 9 little gray dots. It's like a square, but it's made of dots. It shows all your apps. It shows what you've downloaded on your Google. Like me, I have the DJ board. Serato will show there. I have my streaming software, OBS will show there, etc. And then there's a YouTube icon. Click on that. It'll automatically link your Google to your YouTube. Now, once you do that, anytime you want to, change banners and logos, you do that on YouTube. If you need a designer, I'll recommend the designer to you. Just get at me. Chicano Tube on all platforms. TikTok, IG. I got a designer. I try to help people, man. That's how I'm blessed, gente. You got to realize that's the pinchy formula. is don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Give in secret, bless, help someone else first. And it's never a surprise to me, man. Why I get taken care of, Never is. So yeah, if you need a designer, I'll hook you up. My designer is making Chicano Street logo right now. I already trademarked it. Oh, I sent off the application. It takes about a year to hear back. No, about 9 months. 9 months. And he's doing the logo for Chicano Street. It's gonna be my backup channel, man. We had to get these names right here because it's only right, man. I was just surprised that, no one else had stepped up with the pride that I got. A lot of people have pride, but shit, maybe I got more pride than anybody. Good pride, okay? Not the pride the Bible says. Pride comes before fall. No, not that pride. I got good pride, okay? Don't get it twisted, okay? Maybe I'm gonna do a Bible video, and we'll talk about that shit. We'll talk about curses. We'll talk about demons. We'll talk about spirits. If I guess people like that, but I'm gonna base it on the Bible. I'm gonna base it on the Bible. Well, Mikey, there's 20 Bibles. Cálmase, cálmase. There's 20 Bibles. Cálmase. Mexicanos are Catholic, but also curarte con un huevo. That's crazy. I seen the movie The Godfather. Remember The Godfather on part two? Wasn't it when they showed Fredo was little and he was sick? They put a candle under a cup and put it on his chest. I'm like, I mean, all you can do is as much as you know. That was the as far as medicine or something as I'd gotten them in those years, which are like shit. I want to say those are like the black and white day years. But I know it's crazy. Le ponen un huevo. You know what I mean? They seen the president, the new shine bomb. They seen her with an indigenous woman, and I think Norby's or I forgot who came on, and I asked about that and kind of broke that down. No, she was speaking this. She did an interview after. She's from this tribe, and a lot of people were saying, "What is she saying?" And she was just putting smoke all around her. So, people will say, well, era bueno, era malo. What the hell's going on there? Spirits, curses, demons. We could talk about that. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Nice. Anyway, we could talk on the phone or email. Absolutely. But just get at me first way. Do you have IG? IG is the easiest way. If not, it's 831-204-6977. It's the I was gonna say party line. It's the party. It's the number. The number. I have a few numbers. That's one of the numbers. Daniel Berry sports highlights. Did you see Cabron Navarrete? Daniel Berry. Did you see Emmanuel Navarrete retain the what is it? Featherweight, lightweight title against Valdez? The combination getting hit in the body, no one expects that. No one. It takes you months or at least years, I want to say, to learn to switch up your punches. Because it takes months or years. Everyone throws punches the same. But when you can mix up your combinations, so go upstairs, imagine going 1-7, like the jab, and while the other person's trying to connect, either jab you, counter you with the right, you go downstairs and hit a 7. That's what Navarrete did. No, he didn't do the 1-7 combo, but the 7 downstairs. Oh my gosh. Wow. Valdez looked, man, because he's Mexicano, his pride. He looks so hurt. It's his pride, man. It's his Mexican pinchy pride, man. They were in a Showtime little panel, but it wasn't Showtime. It was a Mexican platform with the goats. You had Cesar Chavez, Antonio Barrera. You had Morales, and then you had, of course, Navarrete and Valdez. Was that it? No, Marquez. My bad. I was like, I know I'm missing another legend. Marquez was there. I'm saying this because Daniel Barry's in the house, man. Don't let me start talking about sports way. Nah, but I can get at Bean. Well, you already know my brother then, from another mother. So you already know Bean Loke. if he's generous enough to give you the info, I just gave it to you. So now you got to do is go back and hear what I said. You go to Google and then boom, boom, boom. You need to establish it like on a laptop, and then you can control it. Then you would go to your phone and download YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio has the analytics. You will have to download regular YouTube. You can upload to both, but YouTube Studio, the only reason is for analytics. This 40-year will give anybody the business. It's like riding a bike. I know someone commented on the last video. I'm not going to say the fighter's name, but if he knew how to punch, it's like riding a bike. You don't forget it. That's true. That's true. The way I'll sock you, right? Well, I'm more refined, right? Especially if you learn to box. It's way more polished. It's like, you know. But yeah, the way you were socking people is the way you should sock them now. No one even says sock them no more. Oh, that's funny. My bad, you guys. This is my break, man. I'm going to go in about 2 minutes, man. New Life Mike, that's right. Or get at me. You know what I mean? That's right, my boy. Anyways, we're gonna wrap this one up, you guys. Tune in tonight, 7 o'clock. I got a guest. We're just gonna shoot the shit, man. I think I haven't had drank a beer in about a week or longer. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a beer. Oh no. Last Sunday I did. Yeah. And I did a little live. That's when that whole thing was spilling over with the food community. Um Obviously they're not gonna change the caption. Because maybe they're thinking, well, why change the caption? It's going to show that I'm bowing down. Well, it's not to a person you'd be bowing down. Guess who you'd be bowing down to? You'd be bowing down to the faith of the raza, which is just a common understanding. It's like, are you a pendejo? Especially in December? In December, you want to start putting out captions que el señor toca niños? Are you fucking out of your... Oh man, that was a trip, man. But you guys, I'll see you guys tonight at 7, man. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. Hit the like on your way out, though. And if you're listening podcast style on the replay, at any time, at any question, at any point in the live, drop your comment and I'll answer it. And I'll see you guys tonight at 7 o'clock. But remember what I always say. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.